Hey, look at McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Colorado Buffaloes and the Baylor Bears. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
McLean Stadium is one of the most unique in all of college football. You can literally sailgate, drive your boat right to the stadium. This is a beautiful stadium, smaller capacity, but these fans make it special. From the run-on of all the students to start the game, they are loud and passionate every time the football is kicked off in Texas. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Bears will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Offense in an empty set. Throwing, Lewis. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
And that is how you set the tone as a defense. On the first drive of the game, you're not just getting a 3-and-out. You're not even just getting a turnover, but you actually score points with a safety to open this thing up.
Motion from the back. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Lagway. Under fire. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Here's Lagway to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the move. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lagway on the play action. Here's the pressure. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Lagway. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Buffaloes! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to the run. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, cause direct. That had to be a blown assignment. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. And that 3rd down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Lagway to throw for it on 4th. Going to try to get it himself. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Well, I knew the coach was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis on the play action. Buys a little extra time. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
And the Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Here's Lewis to throw. A little screen to the running back. He's inside the 10. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense, but the defense just has to recognize that a little bit sooner.
Lewis to throw. He's got his man. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of 1st downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Colorado.
I think most coaches on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line nowadays, they're going for it. And I like this offense because if I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win. They're physical, lower their pads, and they get the big 4th down conversion.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bears offense makes its way onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive.
Mitch, you cannot run the ball.
They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He might want another play. He breaks a tackle. Still on his feet at the 25. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the... And a great pickup on that one.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Flagway wants to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
Looking left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Made a defender miss.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Pocket breaking down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. They'll move the wide receiver. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Bears. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That's one of those plays you side. It can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's Young. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. So after getting nabbed for holding, it's second and long. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try the right side. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You can really feel the momentum changing in this game now, can't you? The defense comes away with a massive takeaway deep in their own end. And here is the offense on the third play of this drive, getting the first down and doing it running the football. Everything seems to be shifting in this team's favor.
The short hands, it's Welch. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Lewis. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
It's complete on the right side. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
And as a quarterback, man, you have to have a short memory, right? Be able to put mistakes behind you. He threw an interception last possession. Who cares? Nice job coming out, getting organized, getting the play down, having confidence, and now they're moving the ball right down the field.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fights off a defender. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
That really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. We know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
Fourth down, Lewis. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Escapes the pressure going right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. They wrestle him down at the 16-yard line. A 3rd down stop. Now to see what they do on 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So
now wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up.
Snags it, and he's open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these 2 teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. The 10. Touchdown, Bears. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Coming out with it, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Lewis. Gonna take a shot. Intercepted that a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
It's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his offense up in great field position.
Complete. Could not make his way to the corner. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions.
And it's picked off for the third time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Bears call a timeout. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They feed him again. They knock him down right there.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
3rd and 6 yards to go. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Snags it on the right. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buffs!
And I love the play call. Oftentimes offensively, you like to throw the football deep down in your own end and take shots because you're anticipating man coverage. So if you get a receiver that can get behind the defense, that has a chance to be a home run type play, and you saw it work out exactly that way right there.
And it's blocked. Picks it up. That's a live ball. Inside the 40, the 20, he's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2.
I love the effort by the field goal unit. They don't just take the play off. They don't hang their heads. They rush the extra point. Look at that. Get their hand up, get a paw on it, pick it up, and take it all the way back for 2 points and gain some momentum for this defense.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He's got great speed. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you can tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Play action with Lewis. Rushes on him. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Wide open, he makes the catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to sneak the wide receiver past him on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Colorado will go ahead and use its second timeout here. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for a pretty good job by the defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Lets it fly. And make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Gonna run it. It's Morris. Makes it past the marker. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We start with a look at Virginia Tech taking on the number 12 team, the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Hokies looking to come out on top in what has been a high-scoring affair. And I love that neither team fears this moment. Gotta see which defense is able to make a stand.
Baylor sends out the offense to go to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their...
Turning it on! Picks up the first down. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, and this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the 2nd level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
On the run, fires downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking. And something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it was an interception. But they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards because everything's been difficult today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Lagway. Oh, they're after him. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And this offense is they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Under fire. Still looking. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Unloads to the wideout. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Ready to fire from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Clinton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Pulls it in. It's Atkins. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Wide receiver going in motion. The run inside. It's Young. They're going to mark him down, and where that spot is looks as if it's going to be just a hair short of the first down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Going for the marker on the ground. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Now on the move. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bears just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Throwing, Lagway. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And you want the interception on defense, but most of the time coaches are preaching, knock the ball down, knock the ball down. It's not because they can't catch. Wink, wink, they really don't catch well. But the defenders...
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And almost another interception for this defense. They've been picking him off like crazy. They've shut down this passing attack, creating so many big plays. This defense is dialed in, locked in, and really creating havoc for this offense.
Soft spot in the middle. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Offense ready to begin this drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. You decided to go for it.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here's Lagway to pass. Shoots it to the left. Pulls it in. It's Freeman. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Good news is they didn't lose a ton of yards. The bad news is that's the third sack they've given up now in this game. They have got to do a better job protecting this quarterback.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Lagway wants to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking for a gap. It's Young. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
And tackled there by the defense.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. You know, rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
And the Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Going long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Ollie, what do you have?
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline and got
a little grass. The 20. stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back. But when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, we've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. You can't jump out of your gap. You can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays. And those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game. And these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Perry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Welsh. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. He never had a chance, never came close to converting that 4th down. Great job by this defense.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun on 3rd down, Lagway unloads to the right, and they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Lagway throws toward the end zone. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back, but could that interception be the spark that ignites this team?
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. Maybe some room here. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
Well, if you could give a helmet sticker to this defensive coaching staff, they would get one because of the plan they've had for this guy at wide receiver. He is one of the best in the entire country with his speed and his athleticism, but they have had a plan for him. Whether it's man coverage, zone, they've been able to double him, they've been able to change up the looks, and they have not been able to get him involved in the game, and that's why they're...
Time to take a shot. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Working that left side now. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Goes high to pull it in.
Gain of 30. Good enough for a first down.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Forced out of the pocket. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football. But you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called. So good luck stopping this cat.
He's able to grab the foot, and the ball's on the ground.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Last possession, the interception led to a touchdown, tightened this game up a bit, and now they'll try to get things back in order with this drive. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
This 3rd down play might be the last chance for this defense to stay in the game. just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense changing the play. Lagway. Pressure coming. Makes the grab. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well.
He's going for the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Baylor! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming out.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
He'll bring it out. It's Perry. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Play fake, Lewis. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Pulls it in down the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move, it's Clinton. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. Fourth down, Lewis. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes